Right. And so it was with Ella Joyce and Lawrence Hill Jacob. And then I don't know if you guys know Woody King out of New York. And he's directed.
I know Lawrence.
Right.
Yeah.
And so Woody King directed so many plays, even Color
pioneer.
Girls on Broadway.
He really is a pioneer.
So just to work with him, I said, okay, fine. So by working with them, I got really close with Ella Joyce, and she was like, you need to come to LA.
Right.
She said, it's time. And then I started traveling with her doing her one woman show, and then start meeting people. And then, so that's how I kind of went from there. It was a trip.
So now what are you guys more attracted to? Is it theater, film, television?
I think it's TV. Well, it's all of it, really. Yeah. Like, it's really, we're more attracted to creating our own stuff. Like, even to go back to when we first linked up in LA, like within the first 2 months, we started a production company.
Wow.
And we were still auditioning for other things. And she was like, stage manager doing that. We were doing our own stuff, but like, we always had that in us to create our own and be our own boss in a sense, and see where our ideas, taking them from here and like making it happen. Because together, I think the way our dynamic duo as a team, like, she's very social. Like, she had no problem talking to people and doing that. I'm more reserved in that regard, but I'm like fierce on my list and organizing and this and that. Okay, like, and together it works.
We know each other's lane, and respect each other's lane.
And it matches each other, because the things that she may see that I don't, it helps, and then vice versa. I may be like, no, Malika, I don't think this and this and that. Like, I don't.
And then we respect. The thing is that we respect one another. Like, now we have our company, Royale Blessing Entertainment. Right. Before we had our other company with some other ladies, but we were always the ones that was really like pioneer in the glue, pushing it forward. And then life happened. We had kids and married and the whole 9 yards. And then finally we came back like right before the pandemic.
I love it.
And
but we've always talked about it. It was always there. It never just went away. It was just the timing. Yeah. Because we are both perfectionists. That's one thing that we really like. We're both
we want to make sure that
like, we're gonna put it out and do it. It has to look good. Yeah. And if it means waiting years, we gonna wait those years until it's like absolutely like, okay, go.
Exactly.
So I think it was right. I think it was this. I think it was the show we did. We've been wanting to do the play Willie and Esther. It's a 2-character piece, and she directed it, and we ended up doing it actually with my boyfriend. But we did it. Everything was top notch from the flyer to the program. So when people walked in the theater, red carpet and posters,
it's like you going to a Broadway experience.
We were sold out. It was top of the line, and so people were able to see she and I without the other ladies that we were with, but just us doing it of how we are, how on our own. And we got so many rave reviews, and so it was just like from there. I think that kind of ignited.
It gave us the confidence of knowing, like, okay, we can do this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then God just started blessing us because this lady Pamela came in. She was our producer. Things fell into place. I mean, just people were just blessing us, and we were getting the cream of the crop of lights and set designs
and that's what happened when we did The Leading Man. It's a film we did with the first company that we had established, and it won awards and Dynasty, and things were falling into place, so.
But we knew we could do that, right? Yeah. But you know what? The main thing with us is because our faith is so strong in God, and when we really like put it out there, when we speak it into existence and say what we're gonna do, and we let it go and we don't worry about it, and we know God is gonna make it work, it always happens every time. Every single time. Yeah. Every single time. That's the main thing, is having faith and believing. When we say we put a date to it. A date for us is done. It's done.
Because we can't get in that vicious cycle, because our perfectionists discussing back and forth and being so critical that like you look up and we ain't moved. Where we know if we're like, okay, Malika, let's put a date on it.
Yeah.
it's about to happen. It's gonna happen.
It's second nature. It's a trip. Because even with the outside of that of us being business owners and producers, and when it's our individual lives with the acting career, and you want to get to that next level and the next step, and you know, you don't want to straddle the fence, but then you still thinking, am I good enough? Am I not? Do I look white? Am I too dark? Am I too thick? Am I this, that, or whatever? But then it's like, if you apply that same faithfulness, that God is going to make a way.
Yeah.
When you believe and when you speak it to existence, it's going to happen. So now I'm learning that now. So now when I audition, I'm just auditioning. If I get it, great. If it's meant to be, then that's for me. If it's not, it was just somebody else that was able to see that. Yeah. So there's no stress no more about it.
Very true. Yeah.
Did you come to having like a lot of those obstacles of wondering, well, you mentioned, you know, am I, you know, too thick? Am I too this? Am I too that? Did you find that a lot when you went up for roles and stuff like that, either one of you? And is that why, one of the reasons why you made your own lane with Royale Blessing Entertainment?
Yes. Well, to answer your question, yes, you find it a lot. I think it's just, it comes with this industry. It's part of it. Anybody who tells you they don't experience that, they're lying to you. Like it is an industry that is based on your look. I mean, they put you into a type. So to act like that doesn't exist, it does very much exist. You know, if I'm playing mom to them, or if you look at TV, it looks a certain way. You know,
like
I mean, we're trying to break down those barriers now with the diversity. You know what I mean? Like representing us in certain lights and different ways. So it very much, it's there. Even if, I don't care how confident you are, I don't care how much A-list celebrity, they deal with it. But no, that really wasn't the catalyst for it. I think we just naturally are like boss type females, just in everything we do. Like, you know what I mean? We're the type that like, we're like, you know, I can do it. Let me just do it. It's faster for me to do it than to tell you how to do it. You see what I mean? So we're like that in our life anyway. And we like have these ideas and we bring people on. It's not solely just us doing everything, but like it came from that's just how our minds work, right?
But yeah, I think to add on to what she's saying, for me, a lot of it had been roles that I didn't get was because they went with a celebrity, or they went with an A-list, or they went with a name. And it's like, you know, when would there be an opportunity to give me an opportunity where I can, you like the talent, but then you go with someone else that has a name and you're not opening doors for me to come in to do that. So I think with us, for me, really the pandemic really help make focus of, okay, we need to do our own thing. And we have time. And so then that's where the birth of Tess and Jackie, #LifeAF came about. And because we're best friends and because we live down the street from each other, that it just made sense from there. And to be able to give opportunities to other people. Once we get in place and position, like we were literally shooting, I think, episode 4. And we sat there and we were like, I said, wow, I understand even more everybody's position. The stand-in,
why
the
it's
PA,
important, why
this, the that. And then we were like, when we have background or extras, what they call, they're not going to be like that for us. They're our intricate part. They're going to be treated the same way as anybody else on that set. I've been there where they treat extras like they're nothing. That's not happening with us.
There's so much to learn in doing it yourself. And I think that was instilled in us in college at Grambling State. We had to do everything. Like we say that we were playing these leads, and we were, but we also had to learn. We built the set. We learned lighting, costuming, sound. Like it was stage man, everything. We had to do all of it. Wake up Saturday morning, we was painting sets, and then you might get on stage that night, you know, and it's that hard work, that work ethic that they instilled in us. So it's the same thing when you're creating your own thing. It's like you have an appreciation. And you didn't just jump from, you know, I'm out here trying to struggling actors to instant success. You're learning about people. You're nurturing relationships. You're understanding, like you have to crawl before you walk. And then later on, you're going to give more respect to those people because the person you trying to put down today could be your boss tomorrow.
That's
in this
so
industry.
true.
That's real.
And
true.
everyone, there's no small parts. They say there's no small parts in the theater, and it's very true. It's no small parts in this industry, period.
Yeah, and the
So,
suspect. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, so it helps with that too. When you're creating your own, you understand, you have an appreciation more of, because you're doing it all yourself. You know what I mean? So you understand like how it works, how it all works together for the whole, and what it takes for that person. You know, even if it is just the like the intern we had, or you know, the assistant. You know, you can't just treat them like, oh, just go get me a coffee. Once you've done it, when you had to go get your own coffee,
right?
You know what I mean?
But you know what too is that you have to, like she was saying, that you have to respect everybody in their position. It has been times, well, one time, I can't say a time, it's one time where someone, a director wanted to hire me and the producer didn't want to hire me because they didn't think I was pretty enough. And because I got hips and butt, you know what I mean? So it's like, well, she may not look right, you know, on stage because she's hippie or because she got a butt or, you know, something like that. So
but yet everybody killing themselves to get that look.
right. You know
In
what
LA.
I mean? Yeah. But I had to, because of the, I'm very secure and I didn't need that validation. And some people, they do, but you don't need that. As long as you love yourself and know that God has made you in his image and he's made everybody uniquely. And there is a position in this field for everybody.
And one doesn't work without the other.
Yes, it's somebody how they're shaped in a pear or an orange or whatever it is. There is a role for somebody if you keep going and don't stop.
Well, and if you believe in the fact that they say art imitates life, and if that is true, you can't just show one type of person.
Exactly.
Like people are fighting to get big butts and whatever, but that's because someone along the way gave someone a chance and showed representation. And there's women going, hey, that's like me. That looks like me. And you realize that it's not odd. That's the norm. You know? So, but it really does take people, I think in this industry have to be conscious of how much power they do have in what they're putting out and how it affects people, women, and society as a whole, those images. And it's real subtle that you don't think about it, you know? I mean, right now I could say you look at commercials right now, and I've seen so many where there's the interracial couple of the Black woman and the white man. And you did not see that a couple years ago.
No, you did not.
And now I can count on, I'm like, oh, wow, wow. And it's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, because that little small thing changes people's minds. It plants the seed in people's minds of diversity.
So, and then we were only on certain type of commercials. Let's be real, Coca-Cola, McDonald's. You're like,
right.
Yep,
Popeyes.
Yeah,
right, Popeyes. Because I love a Popeyes, but can I be seen other than Popeyes? We are.
We eat other stuff.
Exactly, and we are homeowners and everything else. Now, come on, let's get this.